just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Escapes the pocket. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Shotgun snap now to Willis. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. That's Trey Amos, rookie 2nd rounder on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
60 Vikings, Victoria, 70.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Commanders pick this one up. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt, and in for the first time. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 5 here. 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Working inside the red zone. Hauled in by Lane. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Moving quickly, trying to get set. First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Arizona. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Chased out to his right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Jayden Daniels with the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Wilson with a return here. And And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Here we go. Set.
To throw, here's Willis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down.
22-yard line.
Here's Willis. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Ready.
Willis now, third down. Cut down the field, Golden. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good. First down.
Willis looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be second down. Throwing it again here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And the Packer
From the red zone on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
6 yards.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Ready
Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Here's Willis to the air. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
19 Tiger. Here we go.
Well set up for
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, and that bit for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7.
Packers 8, Commanders 7. Brendan McManus to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Pass complete to Lane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers will take over with the football just outside the 30.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now.
Willis now. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First and 10 at the 20.
From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come on, set. Crackle, go!
Looks like a design run here for Willis. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Panther
4.
60, Pat Cougar 19. Steady.
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And he gets in, touchdown! The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So just a minute 57 now remaining, Brock, in quarter number 2. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
60
That's good for Washington. First down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It's Cox. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
70.
3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
16 yards.
The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
1st and 10 at the
18
35-yard
Rattler.
line.
Ready, right?
Play action now with Daniels. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing deep here for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. The Packers take their first time out. 2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Willis. Escapes out to the left. Took off with it again. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Man downfield, he's got it. That stops. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
First down, Green Bay.
Viking 18.
Willis to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Commanders 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout.
Come on.
First and 10.
Out of the gun, Daniels. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
At the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's the final play of our first half. Krosky Merritt on first down. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
19 Tiger.
Daniels now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for Washington.
They go inside give to Krosky Merritt. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Michael Parsons making that play.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Daniels to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Cox, this is lane. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Offensive line fast.
That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Commanders first down.
77.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw again, it's Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this two-point attempt.
Here we go, here we go.
Line up for the two-point
Panther
conversion.
60, Panther 60. Let's go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
62.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Finds him on the crossing route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
17 yards. That's good. Packers.
Here's Willis to the air. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over and have it starting out at the 18-yard line.
Willis's pass.
Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
A gain of 30.
Dose of the hurry up here.
And the Commanders first down.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Daniels and the Commanders looking to tack on 2 more.
Come on,
The
come on.
Commanders will line up for the
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now.
Packers 21.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. To throw, here's Willis. Escapes the pocket. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Willis now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming
A
up.
loss of 9 yards. And it's third down.
Set, Temple, set,
Third
let's go!
and long.
Cougar 19!
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
70. Here we go. 60 Bobcats.
Looking to throw. Has his man. It stops. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
19, Tiger.
A 28-yard gain.
Let's go. Ready, right?
And the Packers.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play.
Press all 80.
Second and
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
13-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Here's Willis. Getting it, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Third and long.
Lions. 7 Pirates.
He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Kicked well, and this is good! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
Prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
$60 Bison.
2nd down, looking for options. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down.
Go.
Here he is to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders have taken the lead late. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. On his Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 31. Packers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Panther 11.
Back to throw. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
Gain of 10 yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Get it.
First down, Packers.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Rolling out to his left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So they're left facing third and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It can be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Packers, first down.
Throwing on first down. Willis. Flushed out of the pocket. And he brings it in. Touchdown. And a big decision coming up for him now.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now from the 7-yard line after that penalty, Brock, they are still going to try for 2.
Ready. Viking 18. 60 Vikings. 60 Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let go.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. So even back to 5 yards, they still chance it with a 2-point try, partner. Unsuccessful on the attempt, though.
Yeah, lots of thoughts bouncing around this big noggin of mine. Do they not trust their kicker in that situation? I'll tell you, sure, they've got a chance at converting from the 7, but it's not a great one. It makes me wonder, did they like their odds better going for it, or did they just feel they needed those 2 points right there?
First down from the 42. They're going to pass it here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. It is cut left side. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw it. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Ready, set.
First down now, ball at the 33.
60 Maverick. Ready. Forward, 70 Timberwolves. Trap 50, trap 50.
Willis looking to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders make the play that should win them this game. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said, some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
2nd and 7 at the Packers' 26-yard line.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Put the body on the line for his team. To score this as a win for the Commanders. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not, they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.